being the fastest quarterback you've never seen. I'll be right back. There's no quicker way to get into DFS. Play Super Draft today and see for yourself.
We're behind. They're all fired up. What we got to do? First place, our defense has got to go out there and take the ball. Then when we get the ball, we got to have 11 people that's going to do their job and try to score every time you get the football. If we do that, we'll be all right. That will be all right.
Good morning, everybody. CTS, thank y'all for joining in today. We got another episode of the Special Teams Podcast, and Special Teams Podcast is, it's about highlighting the other fans. We're going to highlight other, and today, to be highlighting today is Tennessee. Let's talk about Tennessee today. They're coming in this game 0-15 since the Nick Saban era against us, and today they are on a high horse. They are built all the way up. The media has built them up so much to the point that I feel like they think we suck, but I don't even think that's gonna be the case today. Today I have a Tennessee fan on. I'm waiting for him to jump back on. But today, before we get this show started, I want y'all to y'all hit the like button. I see hit that like button. People in the chat, hit that like button, subscribe, let's share it to everybody. And y'all get this thing started. But before we get it started, go into these comments today. Let's see. Let's get this thing going. Stephen Hicks, Bama is thumping the whole dang Tide. That's right. I hear you. Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide. Bryce is expected to play today. Yes, I'm well aware of that. Roll Tide, Brock. What's going on? Appreciate you for tuning in. Jeff Stapleton. It's on game day, baby. Let's go. Bryce is playing. He's scared. Yes. Spencer, if you need me to come up, I will. Now we got it today, Brock. I got a guest on, but appreciate you. I want to shout out to my boy Jacob in the chat. Yeah, like he said, run it up. Shout you out. Appreciate you, Jacob. But I'm about to bring on my special guest. We're going to talk a little Tennessee football. We're going to break down this game later on. And my guest today, I known him for all my life. Mr. Tennessee himself, a real Tennessee fan. a guy that knows Tennessee football, and we're gonna ask him a couple questions today. We're gonna check out how you feel about this Tennessee game today. So y'all saw some Mr. T.
All right, what's going on?
No
Nick
much,
Saban
man.
Jr.
How you doing? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. Excited. Waiting for this big game today. We know how that goes. But we're doing fine, man. We just waiting to see what's gonna happen.
Okay. So as a Tennessee fan, when's the last time y'all felt this way, like coming into a game? Like this season, period.
I mean, you know the history. You know, I'm not backing up with a lot of facts, but this thing has been started to kind of go backwards after Kiffin came into the picture.
Yeah.
So we've been rebuilding for a long time. You know, I've been a Tennessee fan, ever since I was a kid. But it seemed like now we're getting a little bit of that swag back. So we're just gonna hope it don't all get knocked out of it today, but we'll see.
I don't know, man. Tennessee, they be playing some good football, man. And we playing, but hey, as Bama fans, we'd like to see better things, and So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions about Tennessee. So, what was that one thing that made you become a Tennessee fan?
Well, first of all, I grew up in a little small town outside of Nashville called Springfield, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much back then, we had Vanderbilt and we had Tennessee. So the history of Vanderbilt. What I mean? I still loved them, but I mean, that's where I grew up. That's where I was born. And worked there all my life until I came into the military.
Yeah.
So I've been following Tennessee for a long time. It really started back. I don't know if any of your listeners is as old as I am, but it started back with the Johnny Majors area.
Ooh.
So they used to run that old single wing halfback. They call him a halfback, but he was a single wing. He wasn't a quarterback. He was a runner.
Yeah.
But during back that time, the rivalry wasn't that big. But however, it escalated throughout. I can bring back 3 quarterbacks in the Tennessee history that really battled down there, and that was Majors was one of them. And then we kind of like moved up. To that time, we had, I don't know if most of your listeners probably know, Conridge Holloway was a big time quarterback for Tennessee back in the day. And then after that, the King Payton came in too. So during those eras right there, we didn't have to hang our head that much because they always was in the game. But a little bit after that, everything kind of went down, and now we rebuilding and look like we might be. I don't think we are 100% there.
Yeah.
I think we're on the right track.
Yeah. So when you bring up Johnny Majors, you bring up Johnny Majors as a player at that time?
Yeah, he was a player, and then later on, he became a coach of the team. And the Majors back then in that time, there was a family of Majors.
Yeah,
they came out of a little town in Swanee, Tennessee. They used to go undefeated every year. So they had other Majors that play there too. But that was when I really started looking at. I can go back a little bit further back when they had a big tackle named Doug Atkins that played with the Chicago Bears. But memory serves me right. That's when I really got hooked on it. And everybody around there, we either Tennessee, and then quietly in the back of the room we talked about Vanderbilt. So being from Tennessee, that's where I hung my hat. Just like fans here, Alabama, I understand it. Tennessee, that's where we grew up, and that's where we was raised at, and we loved it. So that's how it started.
So when Johnny Majors was playing football, when he was a player at the time, what was Tennessee like? What was the atmosphere like? Like, what was the excitement then?
Oh man, I mean, Knoxville on a Saturday has always been big. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the same as you see now. Maybe not in the exact numbers, but the atmosphere was the same. You know, I mean, you had backyard brawls with Kentucky, with Alabama, and you also Nemus, Auburn. Auburn used to get up in our face a little bit too back in those days, but you know, it was just it just provided a nice atmosphere, competition, you know, and standing behind the stove bragging about who's gonna do what, you know what I'm saying, and putting down those 25-cent bets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's when it all started.
Dang,
and I've been hanging on that for a long time, you know.
yeah.
So, but it's been all good.
Yeah, man. Tennessee, man. That's why I call this a special teams podcast, because as Bama fans, you know, we know about other colleges and others, but we don't really know the history, the traditions, the reason y'all are a Tennessee fan or why Georgia is a Georgia fan. Like, so I want to highlight these things coming into this game. So the first African American player at Tennessee, do you remember that?
I remember I remember Conridge Holloway.
Yeah,
I don't exactly know who, but before then they had quite a few, you know, and it was the same way like in a little bit in basketball. They started out at Vanderbilt. I think his name was Wallace. I played against him, but
okay.
it all started. That's where it all started from. I think my memory serves me is that Holloway was the first one. You know,
Okay.
There was a couple more after him too, but I remember, you know, like T. Martin when they won the championship.
Yeah.
But it kind of like started back then. I didn't keep a lot of stats then. Most of the stuff I'm talking is in my head, you know. So,
yeah.
That's where it all started at. You know, they got an opportunity to play. You know, matter of fact, Holloway came out of Alabama.
He was from Huntsville. Huntsville, Alabama. Yeah.
Yeah, so we stole one from you.
Yeah, y'all got one then.
We got one from you. Yeah, right.
When I was looking this stuff up, and the dude, I think his name was Lester McLean. He played wing back. Like,
oh yeah. See, yeah, you're right. You're exactly right.
So how was he? Like, was he explosive? Was he a dynamic? Like, what type of player was he?
Yeah, they had a couple of receivers, man, that was you know, they was back in the Bob Hayes era. You know what I'm saying? They was lightning fast. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember their names right now, but McLean, exactly. Yeah, he was. I don't know exactly where he was from, but he was a burner. You know, he was.
Yeah.
He was a threat. You know, and that was that's all I can remember about him right now. But I know they had a couple more other than him also that came out of Tennessee, and I haven't brushed up on it that much.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And my son, him and I, we used to sit down, and we didn't have the podcast, but we'd do the same thing. We would sit down and we would go over. He was a stats man.
Yeah.
And, Lester McLean, he was one of the fastest one there.
Yeah.
He left a lot there on the table when he played the game.
we got somebody that come in, AJ Jones. She knows what she talk about, because like you brought Holloway, he was the first. Yeah. He was the first black quarterback, African American quarterback at Tennessee.
Yeah, I figured I knew. You know, he just stands out because then you know, we were small, but however we used to get out in our little football field that we had, and everybody would pick a player that they wanted to, you know, look like who they were, you know. And,
that's funny.
I was pretty fast as a receiver, so I never did fall into Conridge's thing because my passes wasn't that good.
Hey, so this one thing I knew you were a big basketball player, but did you play football?
Now, I played football 1 year, you know, and I mean, I was a good football player. Only played 1 year, but my interest mostly was at that time was the band. I was a band member, and you know, we had a pretty good band, and I was pretty good drum major at that time, you know, and you had to play all the instruments to do that. But my favorite thing was basketball. You know, Yeah. We played. We had pretty good teams in basketball. Of course, Pearl High back in Nashville, they kind of ran everything then, but we did pretty good. It took me to a good career. I played some semi-pro basketball over in Izmir, Turkey when I was in the military.
Yes.
And they would only allow two of us to play, and then we had to substitute for each other. But that all came from growing up in Tennessee, man. How to whatever you do the best you could with it. You know what I'm saying? And whatever, was presented to you, you just deal with it and play the hand that you are dealt. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So from your memory, what is the first national championship that you remember from?
The first national championship
that you remember, like not overall, but that you remember.
The first one that I remember was T. Martin.
T. Martin, okay.
Yeah, that's the first one that I remember.
Okay.
Of course, back then they didn't have all the playoffs and everything.
Yeah,
yeah. It was, so you just wherever you ended up at, that's where you was. If I can remember.
I was looking it up. That was saying y'all have 6 national championship, claimed national championship. They also got unclaimed national championships, and there was a lot of those. So them things that I found weird. So
yeah, I was kind of like a little bit. I think felt like at least Peyton should have came out of there with one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I know that had to be an exciting time when Peyton Manning was there. That had to be an exciting time.
Well, he broke that spell. I mean, they had so many. Back then it was kind of like I can remember the times when the series between Alabama and Tennessee, it was only like 5 games apart. It would go down to 4, then it would go to 5. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, Saban came in, and we kind of lost track. We got behind. But we're gonna see, can we make that up in the next few years? It's gonna be hard to do. That's gonna be hard to do, but we're gonna see how it's gonna roll. Because I look like we got some talent there and got some coaches there that get us back in the right way. I mean, we really got hurt during the area when the changing of the coaches and all that. That hurt our program a whole bunch, I think.
Yeah. Do you say that Kiffin era did that? Did it really, I think it started then.
Yeah, I feel like that it started then. He came in, a lot of recruits came, and then, after that big blow up with Fulmer, Fulmer was there for a time. He's brought one of the championships there. But when all of that went on, a lot of the recruits started going other places. It was just a lot of turmoil. He was only there for a little while. So then after all the recruits left and everything, then they had to rebuild. And we're just getting back to that point now. During that time, we had some pretty good teams. Even during that tumultuous time, we still had some good teams. But it just seemed like something was different. That it just took a little bit of air out of the program.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you this: Who was the best coach in Tennessee history? Was it John Majors, Philip Foreman, or Robert Neyland?
Oh, your man, opinion. You really hit me with some when you bring up Neyland, man. You really hit me with with an oldie there. It's just hard to say, because I really don't have the memory to really see what they did and what they didn't do. But I would have to say, if I had to rank them, I probably have to say Johnny Majors. And I say that because he was All-American there as a quarterback, and then he came, he went up to can't think where he went, but he went up and won a national championship there. I think it's Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that was
So Pittsburgh. So he came back there, and it just, to me, just not maybe about the wins or whatever, but he was an alumnus from Tennessee, and he came back there and really put a lot of effort into keeping the program together and won a lot of games. So I would have to I would have to put him, in my opinion, there. But you can't overlook Neyland. You know, you got
Yeah.
the stadium after him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's just hard to rank. You know, it's sometimes it's just a favorite of how you feel, especially, you know, at this age, at this time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
would go with Majors. Yeah, I would stick with him.
Okay. Okay. So some of the traditions that you remember that you know
Well,
of.
well, the you talking about with Tennessee?
Tennessee, yes.
Yeah, you talking about our traditions are just a tradition with the team.
Yes.
As a fan,
Yeah, as a fan.
oh, you know, traditions then, you know, I mean, on Saturday, man, when Tennessee played, you know, like a lot of times it wasn't Tennessee, it wasn't the TV, it was the radio. You know, everybody get
Mm,
together, man, and you know, and we talk the same talk you're talking now. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
didn't come into Tennessee talking about Alabama. You didn't come into Tennessee talking about Auburn. Just like you said the other night, if you lived in my house, you had to be a Tennessee fan. If you didn't, you had to go.
Hey,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
hey.
saying? So it would just give you something, like I said, that make you proud of where you are. You know what I'm saying? And that just the backyard, sitting on the back porch. You know, everybody knowing everything and not knowing nothing, but just having a
Yeah,
good time and just, you know, and then waiting for the next week for the next game. So that is some
yeah.
of the that is some of the memories that I cherish.
So, as a Tennessee fan, what is the most memorable moment that you have as a Tennessee fan?
Uh, I tell you, probably the one is I can't remember what game that they was playing in, but probably the most memorable one that really stands out is when they won the national championship with McLean. Uh, uh, I go back further than that, you know, when I was talking about Johnny Majors, you know, and they had a wide receiver named Buddy Cruz. They had they was like lightning and stuff. That was a good area as my memories carry me. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Some of that has faded away, but
yeah, yeah,
but those are things that I remember that I really cherish.
yeah. So, y'all are called the Tennessee Volunteers. Do you
Yeah.
know why y'all call it Tennessee Volunteers?
Oh, I think it got something to do with volunteering to go fight. I don't know. You
Yeah,
tell me.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Like a lot of people in Tennessee when they volunteered for it was War of 1812.
Oh, go ahead now.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
the War of
okay.
1812. Yeah,
All
that
right.
was an
Yeah,
interesting thing that I looked at. I was like, wow, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't see that.
yeah. Well, I was yeah. He said Civil War. Yeah, I I knew it was something concerning that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
you know, hey man, I just, you know, just to say it plainly as I can say it, you know, I'm just, that's where I was raised at, man, you know, and all of my people, a lot of my people was raised there in Tennessee.
hmm
And it's got some, it's got some good memories, man. You know, like I say, you just appreciate the memories and appreciate the time there. You know, I left there in
yeah,
61 to get in the military, but I always go back. You know, I always go back to my roots, and that's where my roots are.
yeah. So Rocky Top, the song Rocky Top. I know.
Yeah.
Do Do you know the official? Because Rocky Top is not the official fight song for Tennessee. Do you know Do you know the name of the official fight song?
No, I don't, but I don't know that. But let me share something with you.
Yeah.
My son and I, we was at the Tennessee Alabama game where they went into 5 overtimes,
Wow.
and we was at that game, and we had on our Tennessee, uh, you know, paraphernalia, and you know, had our hats and our whatever, and we were sitting right in the midst of Alabama Crimson Tide fans. Boy, we caught it. But I saw when you mentioned Rocket Top, I thought about this kid, and this kid, I saw him on the field. He came by, he had on a T-shirt. He said, "I hate Rocket Top." But no, I have to say no, I don't remember that. But I
Yeah.
tell you that game that I went to, I never will forget that game. That was one of the highlights of being a Tennessee fan. And matter of fact, I had a person down in your area there that I think he had pastoral type duties with the Central Red Devils at that time. He's the one that gave me the ticket. I wanted the
Okay.
girls. I gave him one the ticket to go, but one of the girls that used to work with me down at the River Center, she was a graduate of Tennessee, and she didn't. I
Okay.
mean, Alabama, and she had season tickets. And guess who ended up with those tickets, man? I really love that woman. She let me have those tickets, and you couldn't
Wow.
believe how much. Of course, I let some other people use them too, but no, I don't remember the answer to your first question.
Hey, but President AJ Jones, I'm telling you, she be on it down the field. That was the name of the official fight song for Tennessee, and they adopted Rocky Top's the year of 1982 when they adopted that song, unofficial
Okay.
fight song for Tennessee. AJ Jones, you own
Hey,
it.
but I knew you was gonna know, man, and that's the way you got to do when you're standing
Yeah.
where you're standing. You know what I'm saying? But I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's for well, we briefly on talked about it a little bit. Peyton Manning era. The Peyton Manning era. That man did not win a national championship. You would have thought he would have won the championship. Did not win the
Yeah.
Heisman. He came filling number to I think Charles Woodson at the time.
Yeah.
From that time frame, from Manning getting there till he leaving, bro, I know y'all had to be the most Tennessee fans chest poked out, like the excitement there for.
It's what
What was
now? Say
that
what
like?
about Peyton Manning?
Like, what was the excitement like about Peyton Manning?
Oh man, I mean, that's an easy one. You fast forward to his career, and not only that, his daddy, I used to follow him too when he was at Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I had a friend that him and I, he was the point guard on our team. Him and I was real close. He just knew a lot of stats, and he used to say we had a little 25 cents bet when Peyton Manning, his daddy played Tennessee, and I didn't know that boy was that bad, but he was the whole thing there about Manning, the Manning's period, just the whole family.
Yeah.
They brought so much to to that area and to Tennessee, and I just always liked their whole family. It just seemed like they was just really loved Tennessee, and also they had the young one that went to Mississippi, but just all the stuff that they brought to Tennessee.
Yeah.
They were just a nice family to look at, and you just really appreciated that what they brought and the way they carried themselves. So, and I'm still a big Peyton Manning fan, man.
Hey, I
Always.
know, cause you're a Broncos fan too, and I know, so I know you had to be excited about him bringing that Super Bowl championship to Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, hey, Nick Saban, look at here, man. You really sparing some memories now, because you're exactly right. When he came down to Denver, I was a big Denver fan because when I was up in playing basketball, I was not playing then. I was working in the Air Force, and their Denver football team used to have a basketball team, and they would come up. And we would do fundraisers. We would have events, and we would play their football team with our basketball team, but we would donate money to children fund. Some children, that had heart problems and stuff like that. But when he left Indianapolis and went back down to Denver, man, it's just heightened excitement. You know what I'm saying? It's just more loyal. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that ended up at.
I got a comment from a question from AJ Jones. She said, "What about the time they whooped Bama? Like maybe the last time in the series where we played that field as a home game before making it Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's on
but
the screen.
anytime, look, I don't remember all the times they whipped them, but whenever they did whip Bama, I feel just like you do when that Bama whipped Tennessee. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can just cross over and see how you feel when they walk off the field.
Yeah.
Like we was talking before, like when you say Toby Cole, whatever his name, blocked that field goal that gave you all the championship because it was just about over.
Yes.
Okay.
It was.
And
was.
so whenever they win, you know how you feel when Bama win, you know how they feel when they lose. And I'm quite sure your fans the same way. So it's no different on this side, man. It hurts.
Yeah.
But you got to move on to the next one.
We'll never forget that Terrence Cody field goal by Mount Cody. We call him Mount Cody for that. We'll never forget that. But y'all had some close times again out there, like, because when y'all had quarterback Joshua Dobbs, y'all like that was a scary team. Like he brought us down to the wire too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And then during that time, Dobbs during that time, there was a lot of coaches had good resumes, but it was just something that they didn't have to get us over the hump.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, we should have won. We should have been a lot better with some of the teams we had since Manning.
That's true.
But again, I say, and I don't have really nothing to back it up other than my memory. It just seemed like after the Kiffin thing, everything just started to get really crazy. It just kind of like started to rebuild, and we just now back to the point where we're not all the way back, but we can see some daylight, I think.
Hey, so I was doing my research and stuff, and I was looking up why did we smoke cigars after the Tennessee game? Couldn't find out there was a Tennessee alum that was our strength coordinator at the time. So he graduated from Tennessee, but he was our strength and conditioning coordinator. And they were like, after the game we beat him, he started passing out cigars to them. And I guess y'all adopted the same tradition or whatever. So that was interesting. So
yeah, you laying something on me right now that I didn't know. But if I didn't want one of his cigars at that time, if he was on your side, you know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be real now. That's a traitor, man. Go on, get out of my face. Yeah, but it's all in fun.
Yeah. So we about to change speeds up. I want to break this game down. I want to talk about the football game today.
Okay.
So what's your true thoughts about the game today? How do you feel about coming into this game today?
I thought about that question, man. I didn't know if you was going to ask the question like that. I'm just excited to see it's excited and I hope to see Tennessee compete. You know what I'm saying? And then it just gives you a little bit of hope of seeing that they've came a long way. You're seeing the players now, they're beginning to understand how important it is to be committed, and it seemed like the two quarterbacks they got now, they work together. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of everybody's on the right page to try to get the program back and to be winners again. So there's hope there. And the big thing about the game today is on my side, as far as representing, it's not so much about everybody want to win, but it's just I hope they show progress that, hey, they're ready, they're back, and they're ready to compete, especially in this series here. So that's pretty much where my train of thought is right now. It's just take one step at a time and be grateful that hey, both of them don't have no losses. It's been a long time since that happened.
Yeah, man. The third Saturday this month means
yeah. So I'm just gonna buckle up, man, and you know what I'm saying, and get in my big chair, and we're just gonna see what's gonna happen, man.
Yes. My thing is this guy right here. Hayden Hooker. Yeah. I feel like we're going to have to slow him. For the defense wise, we're going to have to slow this guy down. We're gonna have to take the run game out of them, make him one-dimensional. Make him one-dimensional. Make him make every pass, perfect pass. Like, we're gonna have to put pressure on him because this dude right here, he on fire. This dude hasn't thrown an interception yet. He has 13 scores. He has 10 touchdown passes and 3 rushing passes. So my thing is our defense is gonna have to slow him down. We're gonna have to find a way to make him one-dimensional, make him uncomfortable in the pocket. We can't let him sit back there and make his reads, because he's a quarterback that I went back and watched a couple of his games this season that he's a 1-2 read quarterback. So my defense, they're going to have to get back there and make him uncomfortable and make him go to a 3rd or 4th read, and hopefully we can make a mistake within there. But that dude good, man. So what's your feeling about Hayden Hooker? I know you just said about how they work together and stuff, but
yeah, well, like I say, he brings that desire and that attitude to be a winner. Mm-hmm. And the thing I'm looking at, I just hope they fast pace. Tennessee run fast pace offense.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Do.
I mean, it's gonna be you're gonna have to be ready. And I don't know, Bama. As far as I'm quite sure they sound and they can keep up with the pace, but it's going to be a fast-paced game. If you give Tennessee the fast-paced game and they move it, and just like you say, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, because I got my key things about, like I said, the defense. My thing is Alabama gonna have to put pressure on her. Like I said, Alabama will have they're gonna have to disguise. The secondary gonna have to disguise everything to make him confused and see what he's not seeing.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that because that dude good, man. If we get if we give him time, he gonna pick us apart. He can pick us apart.
That's from a tender. What I'm saying is, if I think them moving at a fast pace. I don't know if it tire any of your defensive people out or not, but they're gonna have to keep up because it's gonna be a fast-paced game, I feel.
Yeah. And my thoughts of slowing that down is getting them behind behind the chains, like getting them down, like we want them like 39, 3rd and 8s and stuff. We don't want to get them 3s, 3rd and 2, running tempos and stuff because that's
I don't even want to look at the 1st and 4th down mark. I want to see nothing but moving. You know what I'm saying? I want them down the field. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking for no 3rd and 1s or whatever. I'm looking for 3rd and touchdown, baby. So we just gonna see how that's gonna play out.
Yeah. So I got some keys too for the offense. For me, my offensive line gonna have to come up big today. Last 2 games we've been stepping up, proving that we can block, we can run the ball. That been a question before coming into the season, and controlling the time of possession by running the ball, because controlling the time of possession with Tennessee, that's gonna be one of the defenses that we need on offense. Like keeping Tennessee off the field, because if Hayden Hooker got that ball in his hand, it's gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, and that's exactly. Yeah, no, that's exactly the way I look at it. If Tennessee can stay on the field and they can move and they got their fast offense going, and I don't know if they be able to tire them out or not, but that's going to be the key to the game for Tennessee, is being able to run that offense that they run. I mean, the hurry up offense, get it going and get down the field, and let's get with it. So
and for
that's what I'm looking for.
And for my offense, what I'm looking for too, offensive line, they're gonna have them and Bryce are gonna have to have communication, because it's gonna be loud in Needham Stadium. That it's gonna be shaking. The atmosphere gonna be crazy there. So we're gonna have to have communication now. Two down far in the snap count. No false starts. No none of that, because that's gonna play a factor. That's gonna because it's gonna be loud. You know how it is there.
Yeah, I know. I had two nephews and a niece that graduated from Tennessee, man.
Yeah.
So I know they're sitting right now. They're waiting for me to call them and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna hook up later on after this.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's gonna be an exciting day. And I guess your quarterback is playing today, right?
Oh yes, from what I've been reading and looking up, I've been saying yes, he's gonna go.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
like,
that one went no other way. Let's make sure everybody's ready so we'll
hey,
know what
I'm
the
just
deal
say
is.
this: if we had Jalen Miro, we would beat y'all with Jalen Miro. I'm just saying.
hey, I'm not gonna get into one of those discussions, baby. But we, just like I said, we'll see what it looks like at the end of the when the whistle blows, when they says game's over with.
Yeah.
But I don't have enough, other than that, I don't have enough of that background information like you be bringing out. That's why I listen to you, man, because that's what you got to do. But as far as being dedicated to the team, man, I think we're gonna be all right. I think we'll see. I think Tennessee gonna bring something to the table.
And one of the other things that our offense, I feel like Alabama's offense, we're gonna have to our wide receivers, we're gonna have to step up because y'all secondary is not the best secondary in the country. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we're a little weak.
Yeah,
there.
but our wide receivers have not been consistent at all. Like they have not been consistent at all in one of them days that with Bryce or even if Miro came in the game, we need to run slants, crossing patterns, basically short passes and stuff to get Bryce or Miro warmed up. Then when you start doing that, you can bait the safeties to come in more. Then Bill O'Brien, he likes to go downfield, and that has not been our best thing this year, taking the top off the defense. But when you run slants and crossing routes and short passes to the tight ends, that'll open up that deep route, and then we can try to bust Tennessee head down. Yes, I say we have to. With our secondary, we're gonna try to exploit that secondary some type of way.
Right. Okay. Well, see, I'm not at that point with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the point where I see the big orange when they come on there. It's kind of like what kind of spirit they have. Are they really in the game? Do they really want to win the game?
Yeah.
And then I just hope they have that now, and we'll see where that take us. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm just glad to see them back in.
Yes.
They back in the competition now, so that's pretty much what I'm excited about.
And I'm gonna say this because, of course, I'm an Alabama fan, but you've been knowing me for a long time. I love football, man.
Yeah,
and I love football. So when Tennessee is good, when the SEC is good, period, it makes football more exciting to see.
I know, man.
Like when it makes it so much more exciting, man.
Right.
Like I want to win every game, but close games that about to give us a heart attack. Hey, don't be the best games to look back on after it's happened. But in the moment, it's a heart attack happen.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. It's a big day.
But I did. I'm fair. You know what I'm saying? I did write down some ways that Tennessee can win the game.
Oh, well, give me those. Maybe I can hook up with the coach and let him know. So what do you think?
So my thing is, if Bryce plays, if he's not 100%, which I think he will be, but if he's not 100%, that'll be key. If we don't play winning football, what I mean by winning football, we need to force turnovers. We only forced 3 turnovers this season. And usually our defense, we're good at forcing turnovers, but we only have forced 3 turnovers this year. We need to cut down on our turnovers. We turn the ball over too many times. Penalties. We need to cut down on our penalties. on the road. This is just on the road. We play, I think, 2 games on the road. 2 games on the road. We have a combined. We have 25 penalties combined, 12.5 per game. Overall, we have 49 penalties called on us this season. Overall, and that be a key to us losing this game. And last but not least, Hooker. He has the ingredients that other quarterbacks that has beaten us in the past has. And I'm talking about like Deshaun Watson. He has those ingredients. Johnny Manziel. He has those ingredients. He has Cam Newton ingredients. Joe Burrow. Chad Kelly, Ole Miss. And there's more, but he has those ingredients. And if all those things go wrong for Alabama, Tennessee can win this game. I know Alabama fans, y'all don't want to hear that. I'm sorry, but I got to be real. Y'all know me. If those things happen, and we can lose this game. We can lose this game.
Yeah, and either way, you know, I mean, you got it in depth there. I see that you did your homework, but you know, just sitting as a fan now, you know, an elderly fan, you know what I'm saying? You know, one thing, you know, I follow football all my life, and didn't a lot of time look at the stats or whatever because you're so, you know, into, you know, rooting for your team, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all those things that you mentioned is very true on both sides. But one thing in sports that I find in playing a lot of sports, it all begins in the heart. You know what I'm saying? You gotta want to get it. I don't care how great you are.
Yeah.
But you have got to really want it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see today who really want it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a big game for both teams.
Yeah.
So
because what you just
we
said,
have to wait and see.
Yeah, because what you just said, like, I know I give Bill O'Brien, the offensive coordinator, I give him a lot of flack. I give coaches a lot of flack, but in the end, we talked about this before on one of the other shows. In the end, the player just gotta have the will to want themselves. Like,
that's what
they call plays and stuff, and you gotta look at the other opponent and be like, look, I'm winning every snap today. I'm winning every down. Whatever we do today, I'm gonna dominate you. And they have to have that within their self, you know.
Yeah. Right. And see, there's no way you know that.
Yeah.
Until they play. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that inside, that inside that you have on the inside, you don't know where that is until they play. And that's got a lot to do with the game, man. You know, you gotta be ready. You got to be focused, and you got to want it. You got to want it real, real bad. You know what I'm saying? So, so we'll see how it turn out, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, I've been so excited about this game because especially this week after I'm hearing the media, I'm like, hold on, y'all playing Alabama to the left like we some like if you don't know football. You would have think Alabama some scrubs coming into this game. If you don't know football, if you listen to the media, you be like, hold on now. Y'all can't be talking about us.
Yeah. Well, look, man, you've been up on this ever since a little boy. You know, you remember, man, you used to have these conversations before.
Hey, y'all hear that chat, right? He finna tell y'all something. I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, you have. Since and we used to sit around with all our family members, but I would only pay attention to you. Because you brought sense to what you was talking about, and everybody else was just talking on emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we've kind of had that relationship ever since you was a little guy. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, I tell your aunt, I said, man, he knows what's going on here. I don't know where he's headed to, but you need to keep going the way you're going, and not just all with emotions. If you're in this right here, right now I'm just dealing on emotions, you know what I'm saying? And past history, you know what I'm saying? But hey man, you good. I told you that before, and I've enjoyed the times that we hadn't been on a podcast. We didn't know what a podcast was. We were sitting on the screen porch talking, you know what I'm saying? So I just say, hey man, the Vols, My prediction is, I put it like this: what my prediction is, if I was betting the point spread on the game, I'd have to go Bama, man. But if I was betting with my heart and it just cost me a quarter for the bet, I'd bet on Tennessee.
Okay. Hey, and see, I'm glad you brought that up because I was gonna bring this point up. If you're on the wild side of betting, I'm not a bettor, but if you're just a gambler, you're on the wild side. Bama fans, y'all gonna be bad at me again. But if you can get a straight up bet, I'll go with Tennessee. That's just me betting on the wild side. I mean, that's just me got money to blow. I go with Tennessee.
But them extra 7.5 is a big difference, man. You know what I'm saying? So those guys, they know what they're doing when they put them half points and whatever. Don't think they don't know, because they got all the big machines to put everything together.
Yeah.
You have to get you one of them big machines so you can stick the information in and they'll pump it out to you. You know, everything's so computer-wise now. You know, I mean, these people are sharp, just like yourself, man. But hey, man, I enjoyed it. And that's just what I am. I'm looking forward to it today, man. I'm gonna get in here and get ready and get my big cheer ready and see what's gonna happen.
Hey, so before you go, do you have a score prediction for today?
A score?
Yeah.
Man, I say this right here. One thing I'd go with the over.
Okay.
I don't know what the over is. Maybe somebody know. I don't know what the over is, but whatever it is, I'd take it. I think it's gonna be a lot of scoring.
Yeah, I think so too. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you this. My score prediction is actually 34-27 Bama. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think our defense is gonna come out there ready to fight. I know we've been sputtering on offense at times this year, so you know, they're just from what I've been seeing. But I got 34-27 Bama.
That could be it. Could in that arena, what you're talking about, the scores, it could be reversed the same way.
Yeah, it really could.
Field goal. It could be a last minute field goal with both of them. You know,
that really could. That's so true. But man, listen, I appreciate you for doing this for me, coming on, talking to Tennessee football from a fan perspective that been there since the Johnny Major days and coaching days. Like, that's what I wanted right there.
Right. Well, I tell you, man, I had to hook you up with my son, see, because like I'm the one that taught he could really enjoy this, you know, and I'm gonna let him know. Yeah, you know, he's a coach now out in San Diego. You know, it's been his dream all his life. But him and I, man, that's what we used to do all the time. We came up with the stats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, hey, man, I enjoyed it. I appreciate you inviting me on. I'm excited. I'm excited about what you're doing. And all I got to say, Neff, keep up the good work, baby.
Will. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on, man. Thanks.
Okay, man. Let's what do y'all say? Roll Tide?
Roll Tide.
Not today, man. I'm out.
All right. Man, that was good. Hey, man, I want to shout out to the chat, man. I appreciate y'all coming in. Just talking football from a fan perspective today, you know, just getting the input, they thoughts on the game. But hey, y'all know I'm an Alabama fan. Hey, I'm rolling with the Tide. Go get my cigar in a minute, so we can puff this victory cigar. I'm gonna shout out to 6-0 in the chat. Jeff Stapleton, Joshua Hatchett, Roll Tide. What's up? I see my guy Ray Wilkes in there. What's going on? What's going on with y'all? What you said? Wait, I see close game. Either team wins by field goal. Okay, I see that. William Bryant, what's going on with you? What's going on, man? Roll Tide, brother. Okay. I appreciate you for keeping it real, Saban Jr. King Bryant. Hey, that's all I know. You know, AB and my 4 horsemen, we got the platform there to talk the crap, you know, but when I'm doing it, I'm gonna go off of what I see, but you know, I try to keep it real. But But I appreciate y'all for coming on, man. So first off, we want to show some love to some of the people that we know. Jonathan Lewis, football. Hey, I think they got something going on. Coast to Coast Sports, whatever. Go check that out. And can't forget about the Bama Standard. The Bama Standard. Yeah, can't forget about him. He be putting out clips over there. My bad, guys. I'm messing up over here. But the Bama Standard, he be putting out clips from the show he does with TDA, and I think he does segments stuff on his show too. But can't forget about him. Who else? My man Kangaroo Black. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. My man Kangaroo Black. Hey, we gotta go show some love to him. If y'all ain't got nobody to watch the game with, I think he going live tonight. So y'all go over there live at 3:30 with him. He gonna be talking plenty junk in the chat or whatever. And we can't forget about my man Around the Table Sports, Ty Hayes. Hey, he talks football over there, talks big time college football over there. He talks about Oklahoma, Texas, what USC, whatever going on, man. He talks about it all. So over there, it's just not gonna be a one-sided thing. He talks college football over there. But y'all, we finna get ready to wrap it up, go in this house, watch some good college football today. Let's go back to these chats before we head out. Go back to these chats. Wolfman, Roll Tide, my guy. Where you at? My guy. Wolfman, what's up? You got who else in the chat? You got Sleeto Hartman. Hey, that Seatbelt Maroon I had him on last year. That's my brother right there. Roll Tide, brother. Roll Tide. Hey, so before we go, we got a little bit of time left, y'all. I want to see some of y'all score predictions. What are some of y'all score predictions? Jeff Stafford and confidence can get ass kicked in Tennessee, man. We'll know all that we'll know. Yeah, right. We'll know. You're right, Jeff. Tennessee comes to get your ass kicked too, especially when you're playing around with Bama, man. Wilkes, what's up? Great show. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate that, brother. Score predictions. If y'all ain't here still score predictions, let me get some score predictions. Ooh, 38-21 Bama. Okay. 38-21 Bama. Let's go. Like I said, Nick Saban Jr., what's good, family? All the Way Live Sports. What's up? Hey, y'all go check out his channel too, All the Way Live Sports. He be doing college football breakdowns of Alabama. He a Bama fan, but he do it all. He do Pac-12. He do it all, man. Y'all go check that out, man. Please go check him out, man. Together and work too. Got one more score predict. 28-21 Bama. Yeah, I picked it close too, man. Like I said, I got 34-27. I picked it close too. 42. 7. I hear you, bro. My man wanted to beat down. I hear you. Joshua Hatchet. Jay Flames, what's good? 34-24. Yeah, that sound about right, man. That sound about right. But y'all, we finna wrap this up. Hey, y'all taking it in the house, man. Y'all gonna enjoy college football. We all rolling with the tie tonight. What I see one more. William Bryant. What you got up here, William Bryant? We are still the team to beat. That's right. Not today, Tennessee. 42-10. Golly. We're going to beat the brakes off on there. I hear you, bro. I hear you, William Bryant. I hear you, man. I hear you. I'm going to read one more chat and we're going to wrap this thing up. I think it is going OT Bama touch. Okay, you want to think overtime. Hey, I can see that happening too, man. Today gonna be a hard fought game, but hey, y'all, I see 11 in the chat right now. I need all y'all to hit that like button. Hit the like button so it can, so it can get around YouTube, float around YouTube and all. Hey, share what y'all know, man. Hey, we trying to get dang on. I'm trying to get something started over here with this podcast. All the way live sports. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Jeff Stapleton, thanks for tuning in. Ray Wills, Josh Hatchett, Wolfman, William Bryan, everybody. AJ Jones, thank you for tuning in, man. Hey, you be knowing your stuff too, AJ Jones. But y'all, let's go watch college football. Roll Tide and CTS Sports Room on Tuesday night. Joey will be on Thursday night, y'all. Thursday night, don't forget, CTS Sports Room with the Four Horsemen. Me, William Bryant, Drew Black, Spencer, Roll Tide Rise Up. Hey, sometimes with my man Waylon. Y'all get it out there. See y'all tomorrow. See y'all Tuesday. Roll Tide.